Wow. Good morning, Brookings. Good morning, SDSU. Happy Hobo Day.
Happy Hobo Day.
We will be your narrators for this fantastic parade. My name is Doug Wormedal. I'm Associate VP of Student Affairs, and I'm joined by
Donna Meyer-Wormedal.
We are former Hobo Day Committee alums, South Dakota State alums, met on Hobo Day and have been married for 28 years.
Yes. Morning.
As is tradition, the parade is led by a flag unit, this year a mounted flag unit. Out of respect, please stand, remove your caps. Attention for the flag. Thank you. Always good to see our men in uniform. ROTC unit on campus is very successful. National Guard. Recently we returned a unit from Afghanistan in a deployment there. Many of these servicemen go on and become students, so we're happy to have them back.
Coming up next is our parade marshal, Julie Bell. Good morning, Julie. Happy Hobo Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Weary Will and Dirty Lil.
Hobo Day royalty. Happy Hobo Day.
That is one hot bum.
Yes.
And the car's not bad either.
Weary and Dirty will be revealed at halftime of the football game.
Looking forward to that. I tried to find out who they were last night, and I was told it was none of my business.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out either. But they are Hobo Day Committee alums.
When Donna and I were on Hobo Day Committee in the 80s, we would define this particular experience right now as a parade gap.
Parade gap.
Parade gap. So this is a good time to check your beverages, check your purses if you're sitting next to Rod King. That's why you got Gatorade for the rest of the team, Rod.
Well, it's a beautiful morning this morning.
When Donna and I were undergraduates, each Hobo Day, each of the 4 years I was here, and then Donna took a victory lap, so she was here 5 years. Just thought I'd point that out.
Thank you.
But each of the 4 years I was here, Hobo Day was a synonym for torrential rain. So the opportunity to celebrate a Hobo Day in this kind of weather is just fantastic.
But do you remember Hobo Day 1985?
The year you were Poobah,
That was Poobah.
was a very gorgeous day like this one.
It was about 70 degrees during the game. We didn't wear coats towards the end of the parade. It was a beautiful sunny day. Well, maybe we should welcome those that are listening and watching on the live stream this morning.
First opportunity we've had to take advantage of some of the technology here at South Dakota State University with a live stream to the website. I understand that potentially we'll have some DVDs made up of this as the parade comes through, and people have an opportunity to always have a treasured memory of Hobo Day Parade 2014. Looks like our cheerleading group and the Pride is breaking up and lining up now for their official beginning of the parade, and we'll welcome the Pride.
Yeah, we see them up the street next to Woodbine Cottage.
They've done their traditional performance for the president and his guests at Woodbine, right by the Art Museum. Okay, they are underway.
We hear the cadence from the Pride. Nothing says Hobo Day morning like the pride of the Dakotas marching down the street.
One of the remarkable things about the Pride is that it is not open only to music majors. Majors from all across the university's different 200 majors make up the Pride, and that's one of the few bands that take non-music majors and perform in with such precision and such professionalism as the Pride. There's a tune we all recognize, Ring the Bells. I am performing a great act of mercy by not singing. Hear that enthusiasm for the Pride from the crowd and the Pride itself. D-S-U S-D-S-U S-D-S-U fight! Jacks, fight! 2, 3, 4, that's the people who we're for. One of the
Get a job.
certainly a segment of the parade that needs no narration. They speak for themselves. The Pride of the Dakotas.
Now it feels like Hobo Day. Thank you, Pride.
It's got to be a little easier to march with a piccolo than it is with those tubas. That looked like effort. We'll be seeing 11 other bands today. Besides the Pride of the Dakotas, we'll have 11 bands from area high schools that will be participating in the competition. Coming up the parade night now, SDSU's 19th president, second alum to hold the position, David L. Shequin. But you'll notice our institution's real boss is driving the car, the special Jackrabbit Express, driven by Marcia Shequin.
Happy Hobo Day!
Happy Hobo Day, President, First Lady. Uh-oh.
Ring the bells.
Is there a jack in that Jackmobile? You're going to need one. We got a flat tire.
Uh-oh. Looking a little low. All right, here's a beautiful float. 125 years of SDSU pharmacy.
The College of Pharmacy is celebrating 125 years of advancing the profession of pharmacy. This float depicts how pharmacy is advanced, beginning with the traditional mortar and pestle symbol and ending with patient care simulation. We'd like to wish you a happy Hobo Day and a happy Pharmacist Month. Mr. President,
Morning,
Mr. Vice President, happy Hobo Day. Caleb Fink, Cortland McCraney. Two of the nicest guys you'd ever want to meet.
All right, nice vintage fire truck. Brookings Fire Department.
I've always wondered when we have these parades and there's so many fire trucks, what would actually happen in the community if we did have a fire. But they're ready to respond, whatever the circumstances are.
The kids love to hear those sirens. Whoa. Woo!
Let's go, rabbits!
Proud SDSU support.
A big silver bell on the hook and ladder of that particular unit.
The Brookings Volunteer Fire Department operates out of 4 stations with 5 engines, 1 heavy rescue truck, 1 tower, 1 ladder, 3 brush trucks, 2 tenders, and 1 utility truck manned by 45 well-trained and dedicated firefighters, 1 deputy fire chief, 1 fire chief, and 1 secretary. The antique is a 1940 GMC Laverne. The Brookings Volunteer Fire Department was incorporated in 1879, established in 1880, and organized in 1888. Today's Brookings firefighters follow a 134-year tradition of men and women stepping up to protect the citizens and their property in the city and county of Brookings. Honor, tradition, and selfless service are paramount in the Brookings Fire Department. We ask to do so, please support your volunteer firefighters wherever they may be.
Really remarkable work for almost entirely, except for our chief of volunteer force. Several area forces also contribute to the parade. Some representatives here from Aurora. Special vintage unit from the Aurora Fire Department. I believe this is a Studebaker model of a fire truck. We have unusual white paint too, a 1949 Studebaker. Growing up, my neighbors had a car that they didn't care for, a Studebaker, and my neighbor, who was a buddy of mine, called it a stupid baker. It being an election year, we'll see from a number of folks, candidates throughout. Each candidate has to be affiliated with a student organization. One of the enduring and just time-honored traditions of the Hobo Day Parade is that it is entirely student-sponsored and student-run. So whatever candidates appear must be affiliated with a student organization. College Democrats, college Republicans, independents, all represented. Coming up is Miss SDSU, Jamie McKinney. Important photo ops throughout the parade. Nice SDSU yellow Camaro there, Jamie. You get to keep it, too.
Sweet.
That's nice. That's nice. That's better than tuition. Yeehaw! It's the first ever string pickin', bow flickin', marching fiddle orchestra. These 80 honky-tonkers are all 5th grade students at Camelot Intermediate School here in Brookings, South Dakota. Camelot's orchestra program, under the direction of Mr. John Bakken, has 200 players between 4th and 5th grade. So it's a great place to meet new friends. Kick it, fiddlers! Each of our young fiddlers will receive an application to South Dakota State University for 2029.
And following the fiddlers is our U.S. Senator John Thune.
Happy Hobo Day, Senator
Morning.
Thune.
Here comes a big rabbit.
It's the Ag Systems Technology float being pulled by a tractor built by our Ag Systems students.
He's eating a penguin.
I did not understand that rabbits were carnivorous, but indeed, this one seems to be consuming a penguin.
Nice
AST
job.
and ABE Club provide students with industry contacts through bi-weekly speakers, tours of various ag companies, and look for advertisements for the annual spring lawnmower tune-up to prepare your mower for next summer. It's a service I've taken advantage of many times myself.
Following the rabbit is the College of Agricultural and Biological Sciences Teacher of the Year, Mary Christensen. And we have a bit of a parade gap.
A bit of a parade gap. But coming up, we can see that it's our friends from Brookings High School, the Marching Bobcats. There also appears to be a large ice cream cone wandering the parade route as well.
Is that what that is? An ice cream cone?
I'm going to go with ice cream cone on that one. Could be an eraser. Could be. might be an eraser.
Could be like an emoji or something like
It could
that.
be.
I'm not sure. We'll figure it out as it comes closer.
I was impressed with that fiddle band. I've not seen marching fiddles before.
not.
That's got to be difficult.
And they were rocking some cowbell too.
Oh,
which is
that's
nice.
right. That's right. They had a little cowbell. That's tradition too.
Here they come, the Brookings High School Band. Looking sharp in their black and red, school colors.
Give you a chance to listen to the Brookings Band as they approach here. Working their cadence right now. Way to go, Bobcats. We're glad you're here.
Nice to see you.
Here we go. Always special drum units, the core of any marching band experience. Okay, I win. That is indeed an ice cream cone wandering the parade route. Or maybe since it's from Culver's, it's a custard cone.
Yes.
I'm always impressed with these high school bands that they can get the kids to give up a weekend, but it's particularly impressive when you see the number of parent volunteers that also join the group. A lot of support from parents to pull off something that complex.
Following the brand, we see some more hobos. Entry from the Continuing and Distance Education. Their theme is Ready to Change. The Office of Continuing and Distance Education works with SDSU's online students and students taking classes at university centers across South Dakota.
Happy Hobo Day, guys. Happy Hobo Day to our friends, the international students. We're so glad you're here. The Office of International Affairs float is an internationally themed float to represent students at SDSU from across the globe. SDSU typically has 600 international students. This year is no exception. International students enrich the education of typical U.S. students, and there's some of the youngest international staff members there being pushed in the stroller.
Future Jackrabbits.
I understand he's the director of the office.
I like those balloons.
Some nice
World balloons. That's awesome.
You good? You see members of the Brookings City Council, the campus and community relations in South Dakota State University in Brookings, South Dakota. Some of the best in the country. Thank you, Mayor Reed, for the Laffy Taffy. Good to see you. Happy Hobo Day. Okay, these Laffy Taffy usually come with a joke. So we're going to see what this one says.
Read it. Here's the Sons of Norway entry. This entry is the Sons of Norway as they seem to be catching some lutefisk for an upcoming potluck.
Yeah, Sons of Norway, good to see you from up north there. See me at home for a hot dish later.
Lutefisk is an acquired taste, I believe. Emily! A fantastic float entry. Look at that cake, that's awesome. From this Nursing Student Association. Distinguished Alumni car, Mr. Blaylar.
Special entry from Advance. Advance never stops wondering. Their journeys don't take them quite as far as Waldo's, but they're always looking for fun and new experiences. Advance's float showcases a few of Brookings' very own landmarks, and Waldo helping the float make its way down the street. Happy Hobo Day from Advance. Happy Hobo Day, sir. Watching you, buddy. Happy Hobo Day. You! Right there, sir. Happy Hobo Day. Okay, so you folks listening online, I did get an actual piece of Laffy Taffy from the Mayor of Brookings, Tim Reed. So in our next break gap, I'll be happy to update you on the joke that was on that Laffy Taffy. I'm pretty sure no city funds were involved in the purchase of the Laffy Taffy. That just comes from the generosity of Mayor Reed.
Our next entry is the Black Student Alliance. The Black Student Alliance is an organization that offers black students to come together through diverse activities. VSA is open to all students, no matter your racial identity.
We are
and Hobo.
Impromptu step show from BSA. Way to go, guys. We're glad you're here. Hey, Sam, happy Hobo Day. Happy Hobo Day, guys.
It's great to see so many student floats this year.
Special entry 29 is the Preston Township Christian Church. Noah's Ark sets sail in the Volga, Bruce, and Esteline parades and finally makes its way to the 2014 Hobo Day Parade. This large 18-foot float made from rough-cut slab wood features Noah and his family along with the animals. The Preston Township Christian Church is located 4 miles north of Oakwood Lake State Park and is celebrating 100 years of ministry in 2014. Our float theme for Hobo Day is Noah, the original drifter. The people of PCC wish you a happy and safe Hobo Day celebration. Go Jacks.
We're glad it's not raining this morning.
Indeed, yeah, I'm glad they don't have a chance to really use that.
Our next entry, Miss South Dakota 2014, Meredith Gould.
Followed closely by our graduate school dean, Kinchel Dorner. Happy Hobo Day, Dean Dorner. Little International. Little International is the largest student-run livestock exhibition in the country. Little Eye has been a tradition on campus since 1921 when I started my undergraduate career. This year will be the 92nd annual Little International exhibition held on March 27th and 28th in the Animal Science Arena. This year's float features a white fence and the iconic Little Eye barn.
Following the Little Eye entry, we have the Pack 4 Cub Scouts. Cub Scout Pack 4 would like to thank you for your support, helping the boys go to camps throughout the year through your generous donations.
Following that is our graduate school teacher of the year, a gentleman I've been pleased to call colleague for many years, Dr. David Gallipo. Graduate school teacher of the year, voted on by the students. So that's a particularly good honor. And we're going to see if David can throw me some candy from in there. David, hit me with a Tootsie Roll. Come on.
Woo!
Oh, you hit a bystander, sir, so we'll be talking with the lawyers later. Generous parade goer just handed me that Tootsie Roll. Thank you.
Yeah, send all the chocolate up here.
Float number 21 is our Jacks for Life. Jacks for Life is a student organization on campus seeking to promote all human life. Their float features a banner representing their organization that states right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Jacks for Life. We're not liking that red color, sir.
No.
But the blue and gold is just fine. Is he?
From England.
Well, then it's appropriate. Good to see you, Britt. Believe it or not, I drove one of these tractors as a young man.
This is the Brookings FFA chapter. The National FFA organization is the largest intercurricular youth organization in America, with over 600,000 student members nationwide. The Brookings FFA chapter is committed to the individual student, providing a pathway to achievement by developing a student's potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success throughout agricultural education. And Doug, you're familiar with FFA.
I am. I was just going to quote the creed, but our next float is right here from the SDSU English Club. It's a fantastic float. We'll recognize the Grinch on the very front. The English Club strives to bring together hobos and jackrabbits through the power of words. This year's float is filled with well-known books, with members of the club participating as hobos and fictional characters. I recognize Thing 1 and Thing 2. Good to see you.
Looks awesome.
Their signs read, "Will read for food." There's the Grinch
Following
himself
them.
there in SDSU colors.
Following the English Club is our Senator
Larry Tiedemann.
Good morning.
And Gail, former dean of College of Home Economics. Our Bobcat Middle School band. Let's give them a listen as they pass by. band is followed closely by the Nepalese Student Association. Good morning to our friends from Nepal.
Looks like we have another dignitary coming up. Distinguished alumni Lisa Richardson.
Lisa is followed by our Brookings County Red Cross. Brookings County Red Cross has been serving the county of Brookings since 1917. Call 1-800-RED CROSS to volunteer.
All right, coming up next is the Farmhouse Fraternity. A fantastic float. Farmhouse Fraternity has been a part of SDSU Greek life since 1966. They were recently awarded the Ag Bio Club of the Year and the Board of Regents Community Service Award. This year they are driving the Farmhouse Hobo Wash through the parade. Clean it up, guys.
Senator Dolly, Matt Dolly, Farmhouse Brothers, good to see ya. Suds on Hobo Day, that never happens. Float, our special entry from the Brookings Girl Scouts. Brookings local Girl Scouts showing that a girl can be anything. If you want to find out how your daughter can become a Girl Scout, visit gsdakotahorizons.org. Welcome to the Hobo Day Parade, Girl Scouts. We're glad you're here. Are you guys going to throw cookies?
To bring some cookies.
See me after the parade. I will buy every Thin Mint you have.
Take it. SDSU student athletes. Yes, they're bringing the enthusiasm this morning.
Some of our ball players that'll be competing later today, walking amongst the group. We're happy to see all the SDSU student athletes. And following the athletes, as you might expect, is Jack Rabbit himself, SDSU's mascot. Special entry from St. Thomas More, our Knights of Columbus. Knights of Columbus Catholic Men's Fraternal Organization, whose founding principles are charity, unity, fraternity, and patriotism. They provide service to Brookings and surrounding communities. Their entry features a Model A John Deere tractor driven by one of its members, which seems to be missing right now. So it would have had it, unless it's over on the other side. I can't see it. Nope. Looks like there's a big Dodge Ram where a Model A John Deere tractor would have been. We're glad you're here, Knights of the Columbus.
Coming up next, we have a Residence Hall float, the float from Pearson Hall. This year, Pearson Hall celebrates its 50th anniversary on campus. Many changes have occurred in those 50 years, but Pearson Hall has always provided a home away from home for the last 5 decades. Pearson Hall is now the home of the agricultural and rural lifestyles living
Happy Hobo Day, Pearson Hall!
And is striving to continue many of Hanson Hall's traditions, as well as create their own.
That roping dummy migrated from Hanson Hall as the ag community moved from Hanson to Pearson with the new construction of Residence Hall in the campus's center.
We experienced some traditions at Pearson Hall.
We did indeed.
Back in the day. Doug served as an RA in Pearson Hall.
Happy Hobo Day, Brad. This is the BHS Business Media. The Brookings High School Cat Cart is used by business media class to carry the video streaming equipment. You can watch BAS home varsity basketball, volleyball, soccer, football, and wrestling events on High School Cube.
Next we have Miss Siouxland, Julia Olson. Welcome, Julia.
The American Chemistry Society, ACS, is a fantastic float. This year's ACS Fantastic Float is an arrangement of molecules that are found in ice cream bowls. Identify how your cookies and cream was created at SDSU. On one side of the trader, it includes the Wadsworth reaction, and on the other side, an alcohol reaction that frequently happens at Hobo Day that will be expressed explaining how certain compounds affect one's body when consuming alcohol. This is the first year for the ACS chapter at SDSU. The organization is dedicated to spreading chemistry education at local schools and plans to expand demonstrations to the Brookings Children Museum.
Our next entry is from the South Dakota Department of Health. Ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him on TV. Today, he joins us in person for Hobo
It's
Day.
the flu bug in person.
It's the disgusting flu bug. With the start of the flu season, he's here to take aim on each one of you. So remember, stopping the flu starts with you. Get vaccinated. Oh my goodness! Alpha Psi Omega.
Alpha Psi Omega is the honors theater
princesses.
fraternity
Good morning.
on the SDSU campus and are the producers of Capers. Their float is based on the Hobo Day theme as well as their theme for Capers 2015.
What wonderful cast of characters we have this morning. The gasoline guy.
Happy Hobo Day, Alpha Psi Omega.
Good to see you.
Huh? Yes, I have, admin lady.
Good morning. See, the admin ladies are here.
We share DNA with that particular admin lady. Here's SDSU's Dean of the College of Education and Human Sciences, Dr. Jill Thorngren. That is the car she commutes to work in each and every day.
We have a bit of a parade gap.
A little bit of a parade gap.
Perhaps you could explain what a fantastic...
Well, let's talk about this next band. I have the distinct pleasure of serving on the Sioux Valley School Board. So this particular entry is the Marching Cossacks from Sioux Valley. Let's give them a listen as they come down the parade route.
Welcome to the parade, Sioux Valley.
Sioux Valley is led by Director Stephanie Olchenbruns.
Welcome to the parade, Sioux Valley. Thank you for coming. Following the Sioux Valley Marching Band is the Teacher of the Year from the College of Education and Human Sciences, Dr. Catherine Bertolini. Thank you.
Our next float is from Sigma Phi Alpha Epsilon and Alpha Z Delta. It is a fantastic float. Sigma Phi Epsilon was colonized in 1994 at SDSU and currently has 30 members. Alpha Z Delta, founded on campus in 1968 and has 75 members. This year's float features a Hobo boxcar with blue siding, gold fringe, as well as railway crossing signs and a set of railroad tracks. Welcome, Alpha Z Delta, Sigma Phi Epsilon. Our next special entry is, do you have that there, Donna? Go ahead.
I do. The Brookings Support Breastfeeding is a community-wide effort to promote public dialogue about supporting the breastfeeding experience in Brookings businesses. Everyone invited to attend our free community-wide discussion event next Saturday, November 1st at McCrory Gardens. Search Brookings Supports Breastfeeding on Facebook to learn more and RSVP to this event.
Here is that John Deere we were missing, former Senator Larry Pressler on the 1929 John Deere D tractor. This is indeed a Johnny Popper.
Remember those old
Welcome,
popping
Senator
tractors.
Pressler. Happy Hobo Day. Senator Pressler is here as the guest of the South Dakota Farmers Union.
Coming up next is our County Commissioner, Don Larson. Nice morning for a convertible.
Happy Hobo Day, Don.
Happy Hobo Day.
The Brookings Area Transit Authority is in our next float in the parade. Brookings Transit offers transportation to everyone. The Safe Ride Home program operates Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday evenings from 9 to 2 a.m. Call 692-2222 for a safe ride home.
We did not have that while we were in college.
Could have used it.
It's a great, great service. Next we have the SDSU College of Agricultural and Biological Sciences. The ABS float is displaying
With
international...
Dean Dunn on the back. Happy Hobo Day, Barry.
The float displaying international trip sponsored by SDSU's College of Agricultural and Biological Sciences. The College of Agricultural and Biological Sciences sponsors several international trips to study global food production, natural resource management, and culture. Students can travel to the Arctic, Argentina, Australia, China, Europe, New Zealand, and Vietnam. Through these trips, students learn about global issues impacting South Dakota.
This is our construction management club. This scene from Up, where the house is floating on the mountain with city around the trailer, is featured on this issue's Construction Management Club float. The Construction Management Club would like to send a big thanks to Rose Construction, Fink Farms for the trailer, and all the guys who worked on the float. Construction management is building tomorrow's future.
Looks like we have some gymnastics. Some little gymnasts practicing.
The gold medal gymnasts. You know, one of the things we want to mention is the Fantastic Floats. You've heard us reference that a couple of times. Fantastic Floats was made possible by a generous donation from the SDSU bookstore, which provides an investment fund for the floats to get started, for some of the float supplies, for some of the expenses they have incurred in building and in transporting a float through our parade route. So big thank you for supporting the SDSU parade traditions from the University Bookstore.
Gold medal gymnastics and cheer was established in 1995. Classes available for ages 18 months and older. Tumbling today are recreational gymnasts through team gymnasts aged 5 years and older.
Last year, SDSU, or last night rather, well, last year too, but last night especially, SDSU recognized its legends and leaders. One of those that was recognized as a distinguished alum is SDSU's Dr. S.K. Dash, Dr. Dash, an SDSU distinguished alum. Congratulations, Dr. Dash.
Here we have the Honors College Student Organization. These hobos and their dilapidated truck are members of the SDSU Honors College Student Organization. Looking good. Love that old truck.
The 40 and 8 is an honor society of veterans that has supported Brookings and South Dakota since 1923. This veterans organization has many organizational endeavors, including scholarships for nursing students, grants for children in financial need, and youth sports. See their Facebook page, 40 and 8, Voiture 558, Brookings, South Dakota, for more information.
Coming up next is the Air Force ROTC Aim High Club. Air Force ROTC Aim High Club, to fly, fight, and win in air, space, and cyberspace.
When I think of big cement trunks, I always think of pink. GCC Ready Mix proudly supports breast cancer awareness. This featured concrete truck is dedicated to spreading awareness of breast cancer wherever it is going. GCC Ready Mix would like to recognize hobos and Jackrabbit fans everywhere that have fought the courageous battle against breast cancer. It looks like a very young driver in that particular cab. Oh, wait a minute, he's not actually driving. He's having a little help from Dad there.
Looks like we have another dignitary coming up. South Dakota American Legion Commander Tim Jurgens. Good morning.
College Republicans are next. SDSU Student Organization, College Republicans, College Democrats, and we have an independent political science club. Happy to have them in the Hobo Day Parade this year with a number of their candidates.
Good morning. The SDSU College Republicans work to cultivate Republican ideas on campus, provide opportunities for members to get involved with politics, and assist Republican candidates at all levels. Conservatism is our mission. Fighting liberals is our profession. Winning is our result.
Both SDSU alumni. We got 51 on the other side SDSU alumni. Hello, judges. Thank you for your service.
Good morning.
Happy Hobo Day, Mike Rounds.
Hey. We have coming up another Teacher of the Year. This is the College of Arts and Sciences Teacher of the Year, Dr. Amanda Janser.
Next, another local area band, the Marching Cardinals from Arlington, South Dakota, just west of Brookings. We'll give them a lesson as they come up the parade route. Thank you, Cardinals, for being here at Hobo Day. Following the Arlington High School band, the Marching Cardinals, we have another special entry from the South Dakota Art Museum. The South Dakota Art Museum is bringing the famous Harvey Dunn painting, "The Prairie is My Garden," to life. Stop by the Art Museum located on Madera Avenue, right here on the parade route, to see the original Harvey Dunn painting and marvel at artwork from across the region. Shop the unique museum store. The museum has free admission. Oh, and I missed an entry in between.
You sure did.
Those little Mazda Miatas.
It's County Commissioner Dennis Falcon is with us this morning. Shout out. Here we have another float entry coming up.
This is Alpha Omega Epsilon and Sigma Phi Delta. It is a fantastic float, so it's supported by the bookstore. Hobo-themed Dr. Seuss float, taking pieces from Oh the Places You'll Go, Green Eggs and Ham, and Sneetches on Beaches.
Next we have coming up the Ranger Hockey entry. The special entry features Brookings' very own Ranger Hockey, a part of the Youth Hockey Association.
The SDSU Math Club is our next float. This float features a large calculator and the daughter of the first female poobah there in the colorful Hobo Day celebratory hair, Kala Holzhauser. This float was designed and built by the SDSU Math Club. Contact the math department if you're interested in joining or maybe need a little help on that calculus homework. Our next entry is the Plant Science Graduate Student Association, the Precision Ag Drill Team. This entry features graduate students, faculty, and staff from the Department of Plant Science. They'll be doing a brigade-style march to various agricultural parodies to promote agriculture and plant sciences in the state of South Dakota. The Precision Ag Drill Team.
Agricultural parodies?
Indeed. Now, I took plant science from that guy right there in the middle, Dr. Doug Malo. Tough class. I had to study hard there.
Our next dignitary in the parade is from class of 1984, Dave Bordewick.
Mr.
Morning, Dave.
Newspaper himself, Dave Bordewick.
You're going the wrong way, sir.
Next is our dignitary, College of Nursing Teacher of the Year, Dr. Heidi Mamenga. SDSU Wild Hare Racing. The SDSU Wild Hare Racing float is comprised of a car built by South Dakota State's Formula SAE team, Wild Hare Racing. Followed by the trailer with our sponsors on it. The car was engineered, built, tested, and tested in competition in Lincoln, Nebraska by SDSU students. The team would like to give a special thank you to faculty, sponsors, and alumni that have made this opportunity possible for students.
Coming up next are the Brookings Mountain Bikers. The Brookings Mountain Biking Association is a nonprofit organization to help promote the benefits of mountain biking to our youth and community. We are working to construct the first mountain biking trail system at the Dakota Nature Park in 2015. The goal is to promote health and happiness and to get the kids outdoors. Get outside and ride.
Miss SDSU Outstanding Teen of 2014. This is Taylor Bird. Congratulations, Taylor, on the title. And happy Hobo Day. This is a truly fantastic float. A very massive entry. What do we know about it, Donna?
This is the SDSU's ASME chapter and mechanical engineering department. Bring you this 40-foot Hobo ship. It is comprised of a 1974 F700 grain truck, 35 2x6x12s, 30 4x8 plywoods, and 30 2x4x12s.
I don't know how they see to steer that thing.
Oh,
they got a system of hand signals. Oh, there's the captain right there. He can see. He can see.
Woo! A Twinkie!
That was a Twinkie, man.
Yes.
I love those
His
things.
favorite!
Very kind parade goer gave me the Twinkie back. Those are hard to catch when they hit you in the center of the hand like that.
Follow
Happy Hobo
that.
Day, great. Oh my gosh. Jake,
Mr. Kroll, thank you for coming.
the marching redmen of Esteline High School, Esteline, South Dakota. Give a listen to their drum cadence as they march by us. I think we're going to hear from them very shortly. Here we go. All right, Esteline, glad to see you here.
The bands always add lots of excitement to the parade. Get us in the Hobo Day mood. The Hobo Day spirit, I guess I should say. Coming up next, the Outdoor Adventure Center entry. The Outdoor Adventure Center provides youth to seniors, sportsmen, and outdoor enthusiasts with the education, skills, and experiences. Our facility contains an indoor regulation, archery, and state-of-the-art regulation pistol ranges. We offer day passes or full memberships. Step out and get a tour and a membership today.
This particular entry in the parade has a brother on the
Kara.
Jacks football team. This is Miss Dakota Plains outstanding
Little
team,
trivia for you.
Kara Trenhale, also a
Volga
product
native.
of Sioux Valley.
Sioux Valley
Go
High School.
Cossacks. And her brother is long snapper on the Jacks, Thayer Trenhale. The Agronomy and Conservation Club and Horticulture Club presents this fantastic float, a corn maze theme float. The Agronomy and Conservation Club, Horticulture Club provides students with opportunities for education, recreation, and professional development. They are training the next generation of those who will produce our nation's food, fuel, and fiber. The Agronomy Club, the Horticulture Club.
Nice.
More student involvement at South Dakota State University.
Coming up next is a group advertising the Trunk or Treat event to be held on Halloween, October 31st. A family-friendly event for all.
The Oasis College Ministry Music Team from Grace Point Wesleyan is our next float, making its way down Madera Avenue. Services are 8 p.m. Sunday nights, Grace Point Wesleyan. All college students are invited to come.
Sounds great, guys. Love it.
Rocket Oasis!
We have another dignitary coming up.
Current state representative, Spencer Hawley. Happy Hobo Day, Spencer.
Morning.
It's a lot warmer right here.
Following Mr. Hawley is our County Commissioner, Stephanie Miller.
Minnesota, Box Elder Bug Royalty. Minnesota's Box Elder Bug Days royalty, Queen Alaire Bicey, First Princess Brooke Sorensen and second Princess Rachel Knudsen. All the way from Minnesota, synchronized waving, our Box Elder Bog Day royalty.
Look at them wave.
Coming up, our next float entry are the Newman Ambassadors.
Yeah,
Wandering on the water. From the Newman Center, wander on in for some shipwrecking fun tonight at the Root Beer Karaoke Kegger and Haunted Barn Dance next Saturday.
Our next special entry is the El Riyadh Shriner Motor Corp. The Motor Corp was organized in 1995 with dual objectives of promoting the El Riyadh Temple and the philanthropy of the Shriners of North America. The Motor Corp actively promotes the message and purpose of the Shriners and creates fellowship and awareness in the motorcycling community. The El Riyadh Motor Corp uses combination of white Harley-Davidson ultra classic electric guides and Road King police special bikes. The unit proudly performs precision drills throughout the U.S. and Canada, and they participate in parades and events in Sioux Falls and surrounding communities. I think I was once pulled over by a Road King police special bike.
Looks like fun.
They have their whole thing like
And we are followed by the El Riyadh Shine Clowns. Award-winning El Riyadh Shine Clowns spread miles of spiles, one parade at a time. Good morning! Happy Hobo Day!
Coming up the Madera Parade now is one of our parade dignitaries, State Senator Chuck Welke. He is, yeah. He's just, you're not. You're the
special.
governor.
You're special. Good to see ya.
Oh, great. I thought you guys were going to be Annabelle. Don't go. I'm not going to. It was miserable. Most miserable 2 hours of my life.
And we have another marching band coming up next. The Dual High School Marching Band. The
our
Cardinals from Clear Lake, South Dakota.
It's our second group of marching Cardinals. This time they're from Clear Lake.
Anywhere. Oh, it's awful. I didn't even watch half of it. Oh, I will not go to
Looking good, Cardinals. Thanks for coming. Looks like our next entry is from the Boys and Girls Club. Be great.
Boys and Girls Club serves youth that needs us most. We focus on 3 priority outcomes of the Boys and Girls Club: healthy lifestyles, good character, leadership, and academic success. All the sorts of things that will prepare those kids to be future jackrabbits.
Our next float is from the Collegian, KSDJ, and yearbook staff. This year's student media float is covered in black, blue, and green to represent the Collegian and KSDJ colors. Jack is a paper boy wearing KSDJ headphones and always carrying his yearbook.
and they are followed by the SDSU Foundation.
Good morning.
Got a special entry this year with an active band. Please welcome 60s rock and roll band members from DJ and the Cats, Marlis Roll and the Towsmen, Don Robar and the Monarchs. Band members are Terry Hutchinson, Don Spahn, Bruce Laughrey, Mike Cannon, Pat O'Connell, Dennis Gerald, Marlis Rowe, all SDSU alumni. The bands were all inducted into the South Dakota Rock and Roll Music Hall of Fame in the last couple of years. Go Jacks!
Next, we have the VFW Post 2118 and Auxiliary. The Veterans of Foreign Wars are represented by the Department of South Dakota Commander Don Dowland of Beersford and Department Auxiliary President Vicki Roos from our great city of Brookings in the first car. The second car holds Brookings VFW Commander Rick Nas and Auxiliary President Lois Latigard.
This was one of my favorite things about parades when I was in college. Bras on clotheslines. No, that's not it. The Alpha Gamma Rho Alpha Phi Chapter Hobo Mobile Home.
Mission of Hobo Mobile
The Alpha Phi
Home.
Chapter of AGR at SDSU has been making better men for over 50 years, recently celebrating their 50th anniversary this past spring. Through growing campus involvement, philanthropic events, Brookings community, and producing agricultural leaders of tomorrow, AGR will continue to thrive for many years to come.
Following, we have State Representative Scott Munsterman.
Okay, as promised, here's our first parade gap.
Parade gap.
So earlier,
Fill-in.
or the first
Filler.
parade gap in a while. So earlier I got a Laffy Taffy from Mayor Reed. And the jokes on this one say, what did the skeleton, why? Why did the skeleton go to the movies by himself?
Why did the skeleton go to the movies by himself?
Because he had no body to go with. Halloween theme, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, these things are awesome because they have two of them. What does a bee sit on? What does a bee sit on?
I don't know. What does a bee sit on?
His behind. It's not Hobo Day until you have a butt joke.
Okay. Some bass.
Here we are at the Flandreau Public High School, marching Flyers. Liking their Hobo Day attire in the
Hobo's
flag
in the band
squad.
this morning. That's an appropriate song for wandering. Come and go with me. Looking good, Flandreau. Thanks for coming.
Crowd very enthusiastic about the Flandreau Flyers. Next we have our Brookings Shriners. The gorgeous 60s Continentals that they drive. Little photo op here in the Hobo Day Parade. It's one of the friendly things about the SDSU Parade every year. Some spectator float driver interaction.
Looks like we have another float coming up next. Another student organization entry. The Saris Women's Fraternity. They say, welcome to the Pumpkin Patch. Saris Women's Fraternity is a Greek organization on campus. The women of Saris have a great appreciation for agriculture, but not all are agriculture-related majors. Their float, Welcome to the Pumpkin Patch, is a way to show off their love for SDSU and agriculture. Sarah's has another fantastic float entry. And they have livestock. They have livestock.
Grandma said her free, so we had the conference. They helped
Little
out.
sheep.
This is
Little lambs.
She is a little shy. She'll be 2 in a couple weeks. Why are they? She says, I hate midgets and cats. A puppy? There is a puppy.
I get my hair cut by a Midwest maiden. At Thomas & Company. The Midwest Maidens is Brookings area's very own roller derby team. You can like the Midwest Maidens on Facebook, or better yet, come out to one of their competitions.
Another student entry, the Sigma Alpha Epsilon Dance Club float. The SAE Dance Club float features a stove and a counter constructed from wood and a table and chairs. The group's respective members are playing the parts of both kind-hearted volunteers and hobos in search of not only a full stomach, but a better future.
This particular next entry still has its price in the window, so I'm not sure if we drove this off the lot this morning. Generously donated by Einsfar.
Looks
for
like a
the
good
parade.
deal.
Yeah, $346 a month. It's a great lease deal, just like the sign says. This is our College of Pharmacy Teacher of the Year, Dr. Tamala. Green and white and black in a band can only mean our Miller Rustlers are coming down Madera Avenue. Good to see the Rustlers here each year. They're a very faithful band to coming to Hobo Day. Very good sounding band, Miller.
Sounds great. Rustlers, thank you for coming.
Our next entry, as Miller slowly goes forward, is the Brookings County 4-H. 4-H in Wonderland, appropriately accompanied by the White Rabbit. Brookings County 4-H has more than 400 members who are active in project areas such as clothing, food, nutrition, photography, STEM programs, robotics, livestock, and shooting sports. Clubs and projects are sponsored by volunteer leaders at both the club and county level. Contact Brookings County Extension for more information on 4-H in Brookings County.
Thank you very much. I think that's Jared. He's a cow!
And the Bell Brands cow is here today.
Hey, good morning.
Their first Hobo Day parade. Welcome to Brookings, Bell Brands.
Loving
Woohoo!
some of those baby bells.
Snack smarter with Bell Brands cheese.
Our next student entry is up, the Delta Chi Fraternity. Delta Chi Fraternity is a social fraternity at SDSU with core values that are leadership, world travel, and personal development. The worldwide pillar is exemplified in this year's theme by stating, "Wander on home."
One of the great traditions at
Happy
SDSU
Holiday.
is how tightly, former President York, good to see ya. Welcome back to Hobo Day. One of the great traditions at SDSU is how connected our alumni stay with us. Each year we give away awards for our distinguished alums, and here's another one of those award winners, SDSU Distinguished Alumni, Michael Ralph.
Former Hobo Day committee member. Good to see you.
Another hallmark of the Hobo Day Parade is area children doing some
I think this is the
Some of the club
Wildfire Cheer
activities.
Group. Good morning.
This
Happy
is the
Hobo
Wildfire
Day.
Cheer.
Thank you for coming.
This is the Wildfire Organization, and the wind just blew my script. Wildfire is an all-star cheer gymnastics organization that offers cheer, tumbling classes, birthday parties, open gym, and Mommy and Me programs. Located right here in Brookings with many area participants, Wildfire Cheer. Our next entry, Pi Kappa Alpha and Chi Omega. Boxcar from an old train, painted red and gold to match their fraternity colors. Pi Kappa Alpha and Chi Omega's float. Happy Hobo Day, Greeks!
Coming up next are our county commissioners, Ryan Krogman and Tom Wyseth. Good morning. Thank you for coming.
Those are energetic commissioners. They're getting out and walking the route. Very impressive. Whoa, I got that one. That was easier to catch than the Twinkie.
Next we have the Brookings Masonic Lodge. The Fraternity of Freemasons is the oldest fraternity in the world and is dedicated to making good men better. The Masons and other Masonic organizations support many charitable causes, including children's hospitals, speech and hearing clinics, cancer research, and many more. The Masons of Brookings Lodge number 24 are proud to be part of the Brookings community and encourage men and women alike to discover what Masonry can do for them.
One of our 11 bands besides the Pride here today is the Marching Band from Armor. Let's give them a listen.
Next we have the entry from Edgewood Vista. Wander no more, live with the stars. Edgewood Vista specializes in assisted living care and memory care. If you're looking for a place to stay, live with the stars at Edgewood Vista.
We've got a little bit of a parade gap to hand out some thank yous here, Donna, while we wait for the next floats to come by. It's always important to have the parade supported by the city of Brookings. They've been a great partner with us for years, especially this year where we marked the route and all the cooperation the city shows in blocking the streets and providing police escort security. The city of Brookings is a great partner for Brookings, for South Dakota State University, and for the Hobo Day Parade in particular. So thank you to the city of Brookings. Thank you also to Wooden Legs Brewery, which has sponsored many of our activities today, including the alumni event, alumni tailgating, which will be immediately preceding the game. Free root beer and food at the alumni tailgating, sponsored by Wooden Legs. Well, it's also not a Hobo Day until a couple of cars overheat, and I think we've got our big candidates for that coming up the street here.
You see some steam or some smoke?
It's got that sort of antifreeze smell to it. Again, SDSU is so proud and so pleased to have many of our alumni go on to distinguished careers after their years of preparation at SDSU. And another SDSU distinguished alum, David Anderson.
She wants to sit with me.
Looks like this car is warmed up for the parade. Here we have the Corn Palace Shrine Hillbillies. The Corn Palace Hillbilly Clan, number 161.
Now, they are driving a Buick Electra convertible, and my dad had 2 of these in a row growing up. There is more metal in the hood of that Electra than there is in 3 cars made today. My dad's Electras were so big they had their own zip code. We've got another El Riyadh Shrine. Now this one I think is a Hudson actually.
The 1950
Is that a Hudson?
Hudson.
I didn't have to look at the script to get that as a Hudson.
Happy Hobo Day.
Happy Hobo Day, hillbillies. I need to recommend a dentist to you guys immediately. There's a little hygiene that needs to occur, guys. Next is SDSU's winner,
Miss Homely coming.
Miss Homely
Miss
coming.
Homely coming.
She too might need some hygiene guidance. Hello,
Nice to see
Anita
you.
Longerman. Good to see you.
Yeah.
You look suspiciously like somebody else I know.
It's a whole bunch of green coming up the street. This is the Schultz Hall float. Schultz Hall is home to the healthy lifestyles and part of the agriculture and biological sciences communities.
Biology!
Oh my goodness.
If you listen closely, you can hear the strains of the Campanile in the background as our next float, entry rather, makes its way up the Madera Avenue. It's the Jackrabbit Stampede Ambassador, Morgan Hall, followed by more horses and covered wagons, Conestogas. The Horse Club, some beautiful animals. Many students will board their horses here at South Dakota State University as they attend. And we do feature a minor in equine science and also our equine competition team.
Following the Horse Club is the Pre-Vet Club. This animal entry was constructed by SDSU's Pre-Vet Club. The team of horses is driven by Mike Olson. The SDSU Pre-Vet Club features their hardworking students wandering toward vet school.
Here it is, folks. You know it's close to the end of the Hobo Day Parade when you see the Grand Poobah, Scott Delores,
Hobo Day
followed by
committee.
his committee, all the people that made this possible, a student-run parade for 102 years, South Dakota State University
Happy Hobo Day.
Hobo Day Committee.
That's why she asked. Yeah. That's why she asked.
More committee volunteers followed on the Hobo Day golf carts that are so important to pulling this production off. Thank you, Hobo Day Committee members, each and every one of you.
We know what it takes to put on a
Former
equine
Poobah
series
Nick
of
Wendell.
events. Happy Hobo
Happy Hobo Day, Nick.
Happy Happy Hobo Day.
Jen Novotny and her staff that lead the union. Happy Hobo Day, Jen. And lots of trucks. That just about winds it up here as some of the campus's finest law enforcement personnel, SDSU University Police,
They're fun.
wind up the Hobo Day Parade. You see some folks milling about. It's been a glorious morning. We hope to see you at the Hobo Day football game against Youngstown State this afternoon. And we'll see you right back here in 2015 for the next Hobo Day.
Thank you for joining us. Stay classy, SDSU.
Hello.